A stunning new development in the drama for Bill Cosby. A just-released court document from 2005 shows for the first time the embattled and once beloved comedian made a disturbing admission about sex and drugs. More than 24 women have accused Cosby of sexual abuse or drugging them, allegations he's always denied. So what now? Here's ABC's Lindsay Davis, who's covered this story from the start.
Tonight, a bombshell document citing Bill Cosby in his own words, saying yes when asked if he purchased prescription sedatives to give to young women he wanted to have sex with. The apparent admission coming to light after a judge released a motion from the plaintiff's attorney from a 2005 sexual abuse lawsuit brought against the embattled comedian by Andrea Constant. According to the motion, Cosby testified in 2005 that he gave the drug Quaaludes to at least one woman and, quote, other people.
You can understand why Bill Cosby's lawyers didn't want this to come out. It looks terrible for him. Even if no one can use this to sue Bill Cosby or prosecute Bill Cosby, it eliminates any argument that Bill Cosby has just been an innocent victim of women looking to make a buck and a media out to get him.
Constant was the first in what became an onslaught of women filing, accusing Bill Cosby of sexual abuse or drugging them. She accused him of drugging and abusing her inside his home while she was employed at his alma mater, Temple University. Tonight, the attorney representing 3 other women suing Cosby told us they feel these developments are a victory.
They are very, very happy. They look forward to the opportunity to present their case in court and to have the truth be told.
2 months ago, I sat down with Bill Cosby for an exclusive interview. He refused to address the allegations directly.
It's interesting. This is a situation that's unprecedented. My family, my friends, I have been in this business 52 years, and I've never seen anything like this. And reality is the situation. And I can't speak.
The man, formerly known as America's favorite dad, was facing down a barrage of accusations from more than 24 women.
Bill Cosby made me a victim.
Mr. Cosby drugged me.
Who've all come forward over the past year claiming they were drugged or sexually assaulted by Cosby, in most cases, decades ago.
He flipped me over and sexually assaulted me.
His behavior was like that of a predator.
Cosby's legal team has issued a number of denials to these allegations, and Cosby has never been criminally charged. Instead, the subject of a media firestorm.
If you feel that the media has been fair.
Let's leave that alone.
Okay, all right,
because
sure.
That's a fight.
Okay.
Thank you.
Prior to tonight's developments, despite the mountain of allegations against Bill Cosby, there are those who have stood by him all the while, including Cosby Show co-star Felicia Rashad.
What has happened is declaration in the media of guilt without proof.
How would you explain to people who've never met him who Bill Cosby is?
He is an intellectual. He is generous. He's kind.
It's yet to be seen if Cosby's biggest supporters will continue to stand by him. But many tonight are wondering if and how this newly unearthed document will affect the charges against him.
This is a big deal to know that Bill Cosby's admitting that he gave Quaaludes to a woman. As a legal matter, this may not change much with regard to any civil lawsuits or the prospect of any potential criminal lawsuits because of the statute of limitations.
For some, the fact that this document is being exposed at all is a win.
This sheds a new light on the truthfulness of those statements of Mr. Cosby and his spokespeople.
In the pages of the document, other details. Cosby's testimony alludes that he called his agent at the William Morris Agency and asked him to send money to a witness. When asked if he thought one witness would go to the press with the story after he sent her the money, Cosby responds, no. Actress Beverly Johnson shares what she says happened to her.
He placed his hands on my waist.
describing an incident at Cosby's house when she says he drugged her drink. Tonight, Johnson reacting to the document release, saying, "I'm not at all surprised. Truth does not have an expiration date. I hope his admission will give all women the courage to find their voice and speak up. I am desensitized. It didn't take this for me to know my truth."
I took a couple of sips of the cappuccino, and from the first sip and then the second sip, I knew I had been drugged. I feel very lucky that I wasn't raped. And I don't think I was raped, but I don't know how I got home. I don't know how I got upstairs. I would imagine it was my doorman that took me out of the taxi and got me upstairs. It was almost like a family member had betrayed me. It was such a huge sense of betrayal for me.
The details of her story are similar to alleged incidents described by other women who say Cosby drugged them too.
But he had no right to do that. There was a time that I was at dinner at his brownstone, and I had one glass of wine, and the next thing I knew, I was slumped over the toilet throwing up. I was sick, I was confused, I was foggy. I had really no idea what was happening.
The next thing I remember, I was on the couch and he was removing my underwear.
Late tonight, Bill Cosby's PR team releasing to ABC News a statement about the deposition. The only reason Mr. Cosby settled was because it would have been embarrassing in those days to put all those women on the stand, and his family had no clue. That would have been very hurtful. For Nightline, I'm Lindsay Davis in New York.